Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jadaida and this is my YouTube channel. Anyway, it's been a minute. I hope you guys are well. Anyway, 1 minute. One more minute. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jadaida. If you're new here, I'll let you know that my YouTube channel is about exercises, travel and food. So today we are talking about food, and the reason why I'm making this video today is because as a mother with a school going child who's out of school right now because schools are closed, I have realized that I've been feeding my baby the same thing over and over and over until she's realized she does not like it at all. So what I'm doing today is making a meal plan, and I'm going to talk about how I've been able to make a meal plan, I think the past few weeks, and how I've been able to make it and how that has helped me so far, and the reason why I like now making the meal plans and sometimes even meal prepping. So like a Kenyan working mom, most of the time I don't have time to make a lot of food or a lot of different kinds of food. You know, you go for the easiest to make because, well, time, and sometimes you're tired, and sometimes you just want to make what is easily made and what is easily available so that you can save on time, and you can also save some energy. I don't know. So I realized that at some point my baby stopped eating bread, and if you ask me, initially I thought that was some of the foods that she really loved, and at some point she just stopped eating bread. I really tried, and every time I'd put bread on her table or on her plate, she'd be like, eat but not finish it at all, unlike before. So I figured, I think she's eaten too much of that, and probably it's not even healthy. That's what she used to have for breakfast almost every other day. And I think even us as adults in this house, that is probably what we've been having every single day. And of course, I had a small conversation with a friend of mine. Hi, Velma, again. And she had a meal plan. Velma had a meal plan, and I was like, I could actually try that. I've never been big on meal planning, but I figured I could just try. So the last 3 weeks, I've been making meal plans for my family, and I have come to realize it's saving me a lot of time, it's saving me a lot of energy, and I think we are eating healthier, if I may say so. So how I made this meal plan. The first thing I do, because I live in a town, obviously, is to see what I have around, what I can easily source for that is still nutritious and still fair priced, nutritious, and easily available. Okay, the market is not so far from where I live, but I realized even that going to the market alone was taking me so much time in the evening when I leave work, you know, and having to think every single evening, tutapika nini. I think that is a question that a lot of moms hate to be asked, if you ask me. So in my area, I've listed down a few, like from the food groups, I've listed down a few okay, what is available in our area, like if it's proteins, if it's carbs, if it's vegetables, and if it's fruits, what is easily available and what we can alternate with between themselves, among themselves rather. So like proteins, I have fish, I have meat, and I realize when it comes to meat, we probably have eaten a lot of meat unnecessarily because, well, it is easy to make, it is easily available, I don't have to think about it. I'll just like, tunakula nini, I don't have to think, tunde tu tukule nyama. So there's meat, there is fish, there is this other type of fish we call omena, which is very good especially for children. And then of course there is what did I say, there's meat, which is beef or mutton, there is fish, there is omena, then of course the plant proteins, which is dengu and beans and lentils, ama what we call kamande. So the plant proteins, and then of course we have animal proteins, which also includes eggs. And then when it comes to carbohydrates, or the list we have to choose from as a family is rice, ugali, because my friend, we eat a lot of ugali, chapati, and I am not a fan of spaghetti, but it could work. I don't know, it could work. So it's among what I have to choose. And then of course for vegetables, we have a lot of we have cabbages, we have sukuma wiki, we have spinach, we have the traditional vegetables which we call kienyeji, and then yeah, for vegetables pretty much. And then of course for fruits, huku kwetu kuna a lot of watermelon, bananas. I've realized my baby loves bananas currently, so there's watermelons, we have bananas, we have yellow passion is kind of in season right now. Avocado, we've made guacamole, I think she likes it. And then what else? Fruits. She made me buy grapes, my friends. What these children do to us. She made me buy grapes. She ate a few. It's been lying there. And then of course we figured for fruits, that's okay. Mangoes. Yeah, mangoes also were really good that first week when we did our first meal plan. And unfortunately, mangoes are not in season right now. So what is in season, always almost in season, is watermelon, and bananas, okay, and apples, of course. Thank God for apples. So as I've said, those are the list of of um of foods, vitamins, carbohydrates, proteins, and veggies that I have within my reach to make my meal plan and to make my meal preps for. So the first week when I did this meal plan, it was pretty easy, right? So I did do the meal plan, wrote down what I wanted to do for the week, and then of course I went out and bought that. You see, that also saves you money, because at no point in the week will you have to spend any more money, because you've already bought everything that needs to be bought, okay? And fortunately for that first week, I was able to get everything that I needed for that week and prepped it. The second week, when I did the meal plan, I realized some of the meals I might just have to, maybe if it's beef, boil it and leave it. Or the other alternative is to buy that meat from the butcher on the day that I need to make that meal, okay? And personally, I love freshly cooked food. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with putting your food in the freezer or anything. No, actually wish I had a freezer at some point, and I'm going to probably work towards that. But I don't live far from the butchers either, so I figured if it's fish, if it's meat, unless I'm going to do pilau and a meat stew, then it only makes sense to boil the beef once, or whatever meat at once, and then like separate it, or rather divide it. Sorry, divide, use what you need, keep what you don't, okay? But if it is just going to be what's it called, a beef stew only, like you only need the meat once, then there's no point for me to boil the meat and keep it in the although even that will help you save time, because I am doing this over the weekend, and so that means in the during the week I don't have to like again spend a lot of time boiling the meat, whichever way you cook your meat, okay? So the most important thing that I have learned from this meal planning thing is that it saves you the mental torture of having to think like, what am I going to cook today in the evening when I get home, okay? The other important thing I've loved about this meal planning is that I've been able to include my family in making it, so that we are able to discuss interestingly, like, I don't like this, can we do this? And I've realized actually my baby can eat sweet potatoes. I didn't know. I just felt like she doesn't like them. And arrowroots or nduma, she actually eats them and she prefers them over bread. And there's a day I gave her bread and she said like, there's no sweet potatoes. And then the other thing, other than inclusivity, is the fact that we are able to follow it to the letter. Like, she'll ask you, Sometimes you'd trick her and ask her, what would you like to eat? And she'll tell you, what does the meal plan say? So she'll just go back to, we have this notebook where where we write our meal plans, and she'll ask you what is on the meal plan. So I love the fact that my baby is also very interested in it and willing to participate. And even sometimes you're going with her to the market with the list, and she'll read for me like, you need to buy this and this and this and this. So when you're making this meal, we agree, okay, we agree that this is what we are going to eat, and we are all good with it. And then the other thing that helped me with after I did the meal plan, I think the second week, is the fact that somehow my household was able to run even if I was feeling unwell, and they were able to go through the meal plan. And fortunately that week I'd been able to like meal prep over the weekend, and so they were just reaching into the fridge and taking what needs to be prepared and preparing it, and it was really easy, and I love that. That means I can leave this meal plan with them, go away, come back and find that they survived, basically, like they were able to still eat, and that means a lot, because my baby then is growing into a very responsible young woman, and I really love that. The fact that she's able to tell you like, can you go to the market and buy this, I like this, I don't. Here's an incident. We bought cereals. I bought them. Okay, I bought them, and they were oats. It was oats that's supposed to be eaten with milk. The first time I made that, it was on a school day, and she didn't like it at all. She really struggled through it. And yesterday, now when I was making another meal plan, I asked her if she'd be like, would she try to eat the cereals? Maybe, okay, we will not buy the oats, but we can buy the Weetabix, and she was like, no, I don't, I just don't want. She does not like cereals, apparently. I didn't even know. So also it has helped me to know especially what my baby likes and what they would not prefer to eat. So yes, I have made meal plans for the past 3 weeks. The first week and the second week, I was able to like meal prep. The first week I meal prepped like almost everything for the week, and I love that. I got kienyeji vegetables. I had them sorted out. I boiled and kept the cereals as well. I had like soaked the previous over the weekend, had it boiled, and then it was good to go into the fridge. The second week I also had I meal planned. The second week there wasn't a lot of meal prepping to do, but at least I knew over that week that I'd need to buy pork at some point. I'd like to buy fish at some point, but I did get the fruits, and I did do. It makes it easier actually to do the grocery, because now you have a list of what you have in your house, your pantry or whatever, and then you put down what you don't have. Like here, this is an example of my grocery on that day, what I needed to buy. Please focus. Okay, yeah, I don't know if you can see clearly, but that is what I did. So this week I've made a meal plan, okay, but this meal plan is so messed up. We've changed it over and over and over and over, but the fact is, I love the fact that we are all contributing to making it. I'm not making it alone, okay? So it's pretty simple, but I've changed it a lot, and most of this will have to be just bought on the day that we are cooking them. I will not have to do a lot of meal prepping today. And even the sweet potatoes, I just boil on the morning of eating. And so yeah, actually I've realized it saves me a lot of time, and it saves me a lot of money, and it just saves me a lot of mental torture of having to think of what to cook. Anyway, I'm going to show you what I bought for this week's meal plans. Okay, give me a minute. I might have mentioned that schools are out now, so I need to include um, lunches on my meal plans, and that is not really that hard, because what I've done is, or what will change is, I'm going to have to cook more at dinner time, so that whatever is left is my daughter is able to have it for lunch the next day when I am away at work, okay, wherever she will be staying at. So I'm going to show you what I've made. As I said, we really had, we've really edited it. That's what I'm trying to say. We have done a lot of editing, and I think this final draft is okay, unless someone else will um, come and change it. Yeah, I have actually instances of where we've made a meal plan. I think that was last week. We made a meal plan, and at some point in the week, some people decided that they wanted something else, not that they did not want what was on the plan. But so it is okay, really, as long as you are able to say in good time and we are able to prepare it in good time. I think that's still okay, because you are still able to keep what you'd have used. I think on the day we changed that, we were supposed to have had something, something that can go bad, so we can still use it this week in our meal plan for the coming week. So let me show you what I got yesterday for this week's meal plan, which is pretty simple. I may not have to do a lot of meal prep this week, because some of it is just cooked, yeah, and some of it, I think I might have to boil ndengu from this thing. Okay, yeah, pretty much that's all I need to do, boil the dengus. Let me show you what I got yesterday for this week's meal plan. Okay, so guys, as you can see, I've really had to edit this a lot, because, well, after discussions with my Joanne, it has changed so many times, but at least we finally did agree, and you're going to see the final copy of that. But now you can see from what I made here, I'm able to tell what I need this week for my grocery. So, like, today is Sunday. Yesterday I went to the market and got that. At some point we'll do meatballs. Chicken I will not buy today, but we are going to buy it on the day we are cooking. Broiler chicken does not take a lot of time to cook. Then I also got wheat flour. I needed sweet potatoes. I have eggs. I have sausages. I bought smokies instead. I have tomatoes. I think one can do for the other. And also tell me what's the difference between sausages and smokies. Then tomatoes, onions, and dhania. Fruits, I did not list them here, but I got bananas, I got yellow passion fruit, and I also got, what else did I get? I got bananas, yellow passion fruit, and apples. Thank God for apples. Oh my God. So, this is the final thing. I didn't write this here because yesterday my baby girl had a sleepover on Friday, so she had breakfast wherever she had gone, and then of course what happened at lunchtime, she ate we ate what was left on Friday night, which had been rice, and then of course this is what we had for supper on Saturday night, and this is what's gonna be tonight, and then you can see all that. And because school is out, this is what she's going to be eating at lunch time. So this might be, I might change it to, what do we call it, the meatballs, because that is what it was supposed to be. I don't know how it got here. Yeah, so that might change. So this is the final draft. I'm just going to show you what I had to get and what we will get when we need to cook. I got bananas, I got yellow passion fruit, and apples. Those are the fruits that are quite easily available right now. Of course, I love onions, so I got more onions, but I think I also ran out of onions. I got tomatoes. I have learned to use less tomatoes thanks to a friend. I'm owning myself of tomatoes. I used to buy a lot of tomatoes in one go, but now I just buy a little. That means I also use very little. Then, of course, I bought these sweet potatoes. We are going to boil that. Okay. I bought sweet potatoes. I have dengu, which I might have to boil today. And this omena was supposed to be used last week, but no one wanted to eat it. So I'm hoping that we're going to use it this week because it's on the meal plan. And definitely some green onions to add flavor to my food. I love green onions. And then of course lemons. I love my black tea with lemons. So that's pretty much what I got. Maybe I'll also show you a video of some meal preps that I've done before. But for now, this is what I got from the market, and this is what I need for this week. For the beans that we will eat this week, especially today, there is some in the fridge that has been frozen for a while, which will do us just fine. And as I've said, I'm going to boil the dengu. Yeah. Then, of course, if there's beef that requires to be cooked, I'll just come with it, or I'll just buy it on the day that needs to be cooked. At least I'll be just mentally prepared to know or to do what I need to do, okay? Before I forget, guys, I also got some minced meat for the meatballs, which I'm going to make myself because I do not like the meatballs from the supermarket. I just don't like them. So these I will make and then freeze so that they can be stewed or eaten as a snack later. Yeah, pretty much. I also got these smokies because they're mentioned somewhere on the meal plan and will serve us just well. Otherwise, here is the video of the meal preps I did in the first week of my meal planning, and I'd like to believe it went really well. Like here, I prepared 2 types of different vegetables, dengu, and the other sufuria at the corner is just what we were eating on that day, which was beans and chapati. And these beans, I really loved how it came out. I can still remember how yummy it was. I just had boiled it and then I fried it and I added some, I think it was just a carrot or so. I have a hack for cooking beans. I do what do I do? I soak my beans for about 24 to 48 hours. I've even soaked it for 72 hours. And this has really helped with getting rid of the gas, and it comes out really soft. And I think also it saves me energy when I'm boiling because I boil on a jiko. It saves me a lot of makaa because I only boil it once, and I also have a pressure cooker, so I boil it once and I'm good to go, and it comes out really. I understand some people use carrots, but personally I prefer to just soak it. These vegetables I boiled and I even fried it, so it was ready to just be eaten on the day we needed it. Okay.
I see the light inside you, brighter than the skies. Hold on, just let us escape and fly away tonight. We have the world in our sight, and I know together we'll be alright. Can you see forever we will go?
So I'd say the best thing I've learned about this meal planning is you can cook actually anything as long as you're mentally and mentally prepared for it, because sometimes you feel like I want chicken, I want mandazis. Personally, I don't like cooking mandazis. It is not that hard, but just because. So I realize I've been feeding my babies very, very many bad things because, well, they're easier to make. They're just there, and yeah. But I've also realized I didn't know what my baby does not like anymore, because sometimes you just go through life like a zombie. You know, we eat this, tomorrow we eat it again, and you don't even realize you're eating it every single day. So it's not a good thing. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you watched it to the end, I am so glad that you stuck with me to the end. I'm sorry if I was rambling, but I'm probably going to make more videos on meal planning and meal prepping to help a mom out there, because I know for a fact that they have helped me. And right now I know we are eating better, we are eating healthier, we are saving a lot of time and a lot of money. I'm just not popping into the supermarket at any given time to just buy for the sake of buying. Once I buy at the end of the week, I am good for the whole week. So I know it has saved me a lot of time and energy. And the time for me that's been saved, I'm using it to rest in the evening after work, because I'm not spending a lot of time to go to the supermarket after work. Most of the time I have already what I need, and that means I'm coming straight home to relax and just rest. Okay, so if you think that is something you'd like us to continue doing, kindly leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know if you like the video. Please support a girl. I need your support, guys, please. I really like this channel to grow, and I promise to work on my consistency. Otherwise, thank you so much. See you next time. Goodbye.